Multiple people injured in a suspected terrorist attack in an idyllic Christmas market in eastern Germany.
On December 20th, 2024, a horrifying car attack at a Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany, left 5 dead and over 100 injured. The perpetrator, 50-year-old Taleb al-Abdul Mohsen, was initially misrepresented by far-right media as a Muslim extremist. However, investigations revealed the opposite. He was an anti-Islam activist and a supporter of far-right ideologies. This tragedy highlights not only the deadly consequences of radicalization, but also the dangers of misinformation used to push divisive narratives. In this video, we'll uncover the layers of this tragedy, including the attacker's controversial website and its role in spreading his ideology. The Magdeburg Christmas market, known for its festive atmosphere, became a nightmare on December 20th, 2024. Families and friends gathered to enjoy the holiday season when a black car suddenly sped through the crowded market, crashing into stalls and pedestrians. The attack left a scene of chaos, overturned market stands, cries for help, and terrified people rushing to aid the injured. Emergency responders quickly arrived, but the devastation was immense. 5 people, including a young child, lost their lives, and over 200 suffered injuries ranging from minor to critical. The driver was arrested on the scene. Authorities quickly identified him as Taleb al-Abdul Mohsen, a 50-year-old psychiatrist who had been living in Germany since 2006. Taleb al-Abdul Mohsen was born in Saudi Arabia and sought asylum in Germany in 2006, citing persecution for his atheism and vocal criticism of Islam. Professionally, he was a psychiatrist working in a correctional facility for addicted criminals near Magdeburg. However, behind his professional success was a man deeply engaged in anti-Islam activism. His most prominent platform was wearesaudis.net, a website he founded to advocate for atheists, particularly those from Saudi Arabia. Through this platform, al-Abdul Mohsen openly criticized Islam, often harshly, and provided resources for individuals seeking to leave the religion. wearesaudis.net was more than just a blog. It was a hub for al-Abdul Mohsen's ideological beliefs and activism. The site provided guides, testimonials, and legal advice for people seeking to leave Islam, with a particular focus on individuals from Saudi Arabia, where apostasy can carry severe consequences. While positioned as a support network, the website also featured strong anti-Islam content. Al-Abdul Mohsen frequently posted articles and essays criticizing Islamic practices and doctrines, often using inflammatory language that alienated many. Beyond its religious critique, the site delved into political commentary, particularly targeting Germany's multicultural policies and immigration system. These posts reflected al-Abdul Mohsen's alignment with far-right ideologies, painting a picture of someone who saw Islam not just as a religion, but as a political threat to Western values. The site's content often intersected with far-right talking points, emphasizing narratives about preserving European culture and opposing Islamic influence in the West. This connection to far-right ideology was a key factor in his radicalization and eventual actions. wearesaudis.net was both a platform for advocacy and a breeding ground for al-Abdul Mohsen's anger and radical ideas, which would later culminate in the attack. While al-Abdul Mohsen's ideology set him apart from traditional Islamist extremists, his radicalization followed a similar trajectory. Frustration, alienation, and anger drove him to far-right ideologies that echoed his grievances and offered him a sense of belonging. Al-Abdul Mohsen became a vocal supporter of the far-right Alternative for Germany party. The AfD, known for its anti-immigration stance, often criticized Germany's multicultural policies and framed itself as a defender of European values. Al-Abdul Mohsen's social media posts frequently echoed these sentiments, showing his alignment with their rhetoric. His admiration for far-right figures extended beyond Germany. He retweeted and supported Dutch politician Geert Wilders, a prominent anti-Islam figure in Europe. Wilders' inflammatory rhetoric seemed to resonate with al-Abdul Mohsen, further reinforcing his radicalization. Al-Abdul Mohsen also expressed strong pro-Israel views. While this may seem unrelated, in far-right circles, pro-Israel rhetoric is often used as a tool to oppose Islamic and Arab identities. For al-Abdul Mohsen, this stance appeared to symbolize his rejection of his roots and his alignment with European far-right ideologies. In May 2024, al-Abdul Mohsen posted a chilling message. "I seriously expect to die this year. Reason: I will bring justice at any cost, and German authorities are impeding all peaceful pathways to justice." This warning, ignored at the time, now stands as evidence of his growing frustration and intent to take violent action. As news of the attack broke, far-right media outlets and influencers wasted no time in spreading false narratives. Many immediately blamed the attack on Islam, calling it an act of Islamist terrorism, and using the Christmas market setting to argue there was a war on Christian values. These claims gained traction before any information about the driver had been released. Influencers used the incident to push anti-Muslim and anti-immigration agendas, criticizing Germany's policies for allegedly enabling such violence. When investigators revealed that the attacker was not a Muslim, but an atheist and vocal critic of Islam, these narratives fell apart. Yet, instead of retracting their claims, many far-right commentators doubled down or ignored the new evidence entirely. Even with clear evidence of al-Abdul Mohsen's far-right ties, much of the far-right media denied the truth. Some claimed that information about his atheism and anti-Islam stance was fabricated. Others shifted focus, refusing to address the facts and downplaying the significance of his far-right affiliations. This pattern of denial is not new. By refusing to acknowledge the facts, far-right influencers perpetuate a cycle of misinformation that distorts reality and fuels distrust. This deliberate ignorance allows them to continue spreading dangerous narratives, further dividing society. The Magdeburg attack serves as a stark reminder that extremism can take many forms. While much of the focus has been on Islamist extremism, this incident highlights the deadly potential of far-right radicalization. Al-Abdul Mohsen's story underscores how individuals can be drawn into these ideologies, using grievances as a pathway to violence. It also raises questions about how society identifies and addresses threats from unconventional sources. This tragedy also exposes the role of misinformation in amplifying division. By rushing to blame Islam without evidence, far-right media not only misleads the public, but also deepens societal rifts. The Magdeburg attack was a devastating tragedy fueled by far-right ideology and amplified by dangerous misinformation. Taleb al-Abdul Mohsen's radicalization, rooted in anti-Islam activism and alignment with far-right beliefs, highlights the urgent need to address all forms of extremism. At the same time, the far-right's false narratives following the attack reveal the power of misinformation to mislead and divide. To build a safer and more inclusive society, we must confront radicalization in all its forms and hold those spreading misinformation accountable. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into important stories shaping our world. What steps do you think we can take to counter the spread of misinformation and prevent radicalization? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start the conversation and work together for change.